What's going on, Pokemon trainers? Welcome to episode 106 of Gotta Watch 'Em All, the podcast that brings together trainers from every corner of Pokemon fandom before watching along with an episode of Pokemon the series, starting all the way back at episode 1. But today, we're going to be watching episode 106, the Stun Spore Detour. Gotta Watch 'Em All is part of the Pokemon Professor Network, and today is Sunday, August 23rd, 2020. I'm one of your hosts, Ken Pescator, joined by my co-host, Adam Tuttle. Adam.
Hello, everyone. How's it
What's up,
going?
man? How are you?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah, week's been okay.
Week's been all right.
The weather has been nice and a little bit more mild here in New Jersey, very tolerable.
The weather has been sporadic, to say the least. Like today, it was a major thunderstorm, like a scary one for all of 30 minutes.
Yo,
and yesterday was like
storms
a flash sprinkle.
The storms have been hitting lately.
And it's like I just don't understand what was going on. Yeah, my mom texted me. She's like, "Hey, there's a tornado warning," and I was like, "What?"
Yeah, it's I think in the past week I've had 2 flash flood warnings and a tornado warning, which was pretty wild. I even lost power, but only for like 5 minutes. But it was like that moment of like, no, not again, please, no. So it's just,
right, please don't let this happen.
All right, we got a full roster of stuff to cover on today's show.
What do we got?
The VGC Players Cup final was this past weekend, and they have posted the footage of all the final 2 brackets up on the official Pokemon YouTube channel. I'll link to that. We have, we'll do a little Pokemon GO news roundup. The Pokemon TCG Director Atusushi Nagashima was interviewed about Darkness Ablaze, and there was one answer in there that I thought was really interesting, so I wanted to point that out. Champion's Path is coming to the TCG. It sounds like a really exciting set. And then we'll close up with our rewatch of Pokemon the Series, episode 106, the Stun Spore Detour.
Which couldn't be named perfect. Couldn't be better named.
The Stun Spore Detour.
Episode. Yeah.
The Stun Spore Detour. That's a cool name. But let's start with the VG. Now, it's so weird. I'm so used to calling it VGC, but it seems like Pokemon is making it a little bit more focused on just calling it VG. So it's like, it's so weird because I'm trying to like say Players Cup VG, and it's like I want to add the C to it so bad. But the VG finals were this past weekend, and American trainer Santino Tarquino, which is an amazing name, by the way, took home the championships without dropping a single set during the entire tournament.
That is incredible.
Get this. The trainer that he battled in the finals is a Korean trainer named Jae-sok Lee. He was also undefeated up until that point and only had his first loss versus Santino. So both players...
That is absolutely insane.
Yeah, like, so the threshold of skill was pretty awesome that, you know, they were separated by top and bottom brackets, and they pretty much walked their way through that finals bracket, which was really, really interesting, and it was some insane high-level play. Let's see. The party that Santino brought was led by Colossal. It also had Togekiss, Urshifu, Dragapult, Rillaboom, and Incineroar. Pretty much all of the most popular Pokemon that we've seen, you know, with the power rankings and all that stuff. All these Pokemon were up top.
Togekiss has been seen a lot.
Yeah, Incineroar has been around a ton. Rillaboom, that has that new grass move,
Urshifu
is pretty
new
awesome.
Since the release
Urshifu's
of the Isle of Armor.
Same thing with Rillaboom, though, because Rillaboom didn't have much relevance until...
It got that special ability, right?
It got the Zarude move, you know, or whatever. I don't know. There's some grass action, some grass move. So it's like that's helped that out a lot. But the interesting part that I thought was really cool here, and they interviewed him after the fact and talked about this, was... he played very defensively throughout the first 2 brackets. So leading all the way up to the finals, he played very reactively, letting his opponents make the big plays, kind of sitting back and then closing them with, you know, whoever he had anchoring or in the back. But during the finals match, the opponent had a Primarina, Dynamaxed right away, and Santino decided to go Dynamax Colossal turn 1 and pretty much do a sacrifice Colossal, and hope to that the right Pokemon were on the other team, won the call, and ended up taking the thing. So, I mean, just like super exciting gameplay, super, just really, really good judgment calls by both players. I mean, it was really, really fun to watch. And the Santino, what I thought was really neat was he said he's only been playing competitive VG seriously since 2019. So this goes to show you that you can kind of get yourself into the competitive space and get to the highest level of play pretty much in a very short amount of time. So I thought that was really cool. And you don't typically see that too much. You typically see the same faces, especially on the TCG side, right? There's usually no like newcomers out of nowhere. You see a lot of the same names.
Sometimes there is, but it's not as often as you'd think.
Yeah.
With the PTCGO, there can be new players at any moment now that there's so much play on PTCGO.
Well, with the Players Cup for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
because all these people are coming out of the woodwork.
All the COVID stuff and the restrictions stop, I think we're going to see a wave of like just a ton of new players playing this game.
Well, you could have people that were playing TCGO and were like, all right, now it's time to make the move finally to go to my local game store and play and actually get from behind the screen.
But then also we'll be talking about it on special conditions. But I want to say that, Play Pokemon will have some sort of incorporation with, the PTCGO. I think moving forward, that's
I think with the
thing.
Success of Players
especially
Cup,
if they want to start. Yeah, and especially since the start of 2021, that they have Worlds planned already. I think that's going to drive some of your points are going to have to come from PTCGO.
I think it would be cool where they would have, just like you could earn your championship points at live events, you could do TCGO and there would be some kind of invitational for the TCGO that would serve as another pool of players that could qualify into Worlds. So you know how like all the regionals, so you'll have your Oceania, your US, your North America, like all those like, all right, 3 from Europe, 3 from Oceania, 3 from US. Maybe you also have, even though it's not a regional thing, but the TCGO as its own tent pole. So 3 from the North America, 3 from Europe, 3 from Asia, and 3 from global TCGO. I think that would be cool because that way it still incorporates it in. And it's just another way to earn points. I don't know. It could be very interesting. We'll have to see how they.
It could go anyway.
But I am with you. I think because of the success of the Players Cup, that it makes sense for them to continue TCGO, and they have been pushing it so much lately. So we'll have to see. Also, to celebrate the VG Players Cup, you can enter a mystery gift code. The code is, I'll put it in the description, but it's all capital letters, all one word, PKMN Players Cup. So PKMN Players Cup, put that in as your mystery gift code, and you can redeem a pretty much battle-ready Porygon 2. It's valid through the end of August, so only through the 31st. It comes in a Cherish Ball, it has an event ribbon, it's holding Eviolite, and it is EV trained, but you'll probably still have to do some bottle capping to get it to exactly where you were. It's not like, some other battle-ready Pokemon when they've used that term, battle ready. Like you still have to do some investing, but not much. But I'll put that code in the description. Just make sure you take advantage of that before the 31st.
Man, I need to open up my game and put that in.
Yes. All right, Adam, let's shift over to Pokemon Go. There's been kind of as much as what's been going on lately, this seems to be a little bit of a downtime, which I think might be needed by the community.
Yeah, we just had our 3 weeks of Ultra Unlock bonuses from GoFest. Those are all complete now. Like you said, Pokemon Go is in like a slowdown mode, which we all need. Honestly, it's nice to not feel like I need to open up the game every single second of every single minute. But there's no major events scheduled over the next few weeks, so we can all breathe. With Heatran coming back to 5-star raids until September 10th, our wallets can breathe a little bit, because I'm not chomping at the bit for these guys. I don't
not
have
either.
I don't have a shiny, so I still need one. So I still want to do them, just not as much.
I think people went absolutely bananas for Rayquaza. Then they kind of went pretty hard for Deoxys, and then really hard for Genesect. And now it's Heatran, and people are like, okay, I'm good. I already have the shiny, or I've done 50 of these things already, because it's already been back in rotation 2 times. So I do think people are going to be using this time to take a break. And we also, and again, I'm not going to get too far ahead of us, listen to Lured Up if you want more details on this, but they did find some stuff in the code for Mega Evolutions. We knew this was coming. We just didn't know when. But it kind of makes sense to me that Heatran might be the palette cleanser that leads us up to the release of Megas. And Megas are going to be through raids. So if Megas start, say, September 10th, then this is really a cool-off period for everybody to just chill, and, people are not remote raiding like they were, because, one, we have this longer window, and 2, it's not the most exciting Pokemon, but I think it was much needed. Are you going to be buying any coins this week at all?
Probably not, no. I do have enough coins for another batch of 3 remote raid passes, so I will definitely be trying to hit some raids and, get rid of all my coins for remote raid passes. But I'm not going to jump, buy some more immediately.
Yeah, I'm with you. I have, a couple thousand coins that I've just been sitting on, but I think I'm going to keep them in the bank. I mean, it's like every so often I get like a cool remote raid invite or from like a region that I want to get a stamp from. So that, that kind of influences me a little bit more than just getting another Heatran.
Yeah.
But, Heatran is viable. It does, it is a good Pokemon in raids. It's, as far as fire types are concerned, it does well.
Let's also not forget that we have Geodude, your favorite Pokemon.
Yes.
For Spotlight Hour on
Geodude.
Tuesday.
Right. This is the last known Spotlight Hour of the month, so we'll have to wait to, they give us September data. But I'm excited for this. I don't know how they're doing it with, is it Kanto and Alolan in the wild? I don't know. Sometimes they'll put like the Alolans in raids or something. I don't know.
But I wish it was Alolan, because I still don't have that one shiny. And I would kill for an orange Alolan Geodude.
Yeah, I need one of each to complete my shiny lineups.
Wow.
So,
and then
we'll have to see.
We're currently in the middle of a Dragon Week timed research makeup event due to some technical issues that happened during Dragon Week.
Yep.
But I already, it happened, and I didn't even realize that it changed over, and I got the task, but I was able to complete them in one day. So
yeah.
It was more like Dragon Day.
Well, before we even talk about the dragon part, let's talk about the week part, the day part. So the issue with this originally was the timed research was supposed to stick around for the entire duration of Dragon Week, which was a Friday to Friday. And then on Wednesday, before it was supposed to end, the timed research vanished out of the game. So if you hadn't finished the timed research, you lost the opportunity to complete it. Like, it just disappeared from your list. Those that play a little bit more hardcore, that finish the timed research in the first couple days, didn't even know that this was an issue because they had already completed it. So for someone like me and you, it was just an opportunity to play the research again and get another 2 dino. Now, they did change the tasks, but I don't know why they kept Dragon in the title. Like, why didn't they just call it Ultra Unlock Timed Research Makeup? Because there was no dragons involved. There was no encounter pool. The wild encounter pool was not updated. So it was like,
curveball.
It had nothing to do with dragons. Yeah, you got the 2 dino, but I don't know.
Weren't shiny.
It was really weird.
As predicted.
That's going on right now for a couple more days.
Finally, Porygon has won the vote for September Community Day, and Charmander will be the featured Pokemon for October's Community Day.
Yes. Everyone kind of knew this was going to happen. So, Porygon was a clear first place, and Charmander was, far behind, but still light years ahead of Caterpie and Grimer. Sorry, Adam.
It's okay. I know it said 4%. I was like, I'm part of the 4%. Today was also a GoFest makeup of the event of the makeup event for trainers in Australia, New Zealand, and other parts of the Asia Pacific region. You may remember those regions having issues with Unknown showing up on time during the first makeup event. We didn't see Shiny Unknown, and people were noticing almost immediately.
I just think this is funny how many makeups are happening, and the fact that this is a makeup of a makeup. It's
hilarious.
Yeah,
to be honest.
Yeah, it is what it is.
But at least they're acknowledging that like there were issues.
No, and I heard it went well today, so it was a worthy makeup. So this ultimately means that these trainers had 3 GoFest experiences.
Jealous.
All right, let's shift gears over to an interview that Pokemon.com did with Atusushi Nagashima. He is the game director for the TCG, and he's been around since 2001 and has worked his way up the ranks all the way to game director, which is pretty cool to, have someone that's been with the franchise that long through all the changes that the franchise has gone through, even with upper management and stuff. This dude's been there for so long, which is really cool.
That's awesome. And so that means that he was responsible for the entire time that I've been playing.
Well, he wasn't the director this whole time, but he's the director now. You know what I mean? He's literally worked his way up.
That's the information. That's a real question we need to know. Because I've been playing competitively since the 2008, 2009 season. So,
well, the interview was very revealing, and it pulled the curtain back on some of the finer details of the TCG's gameplay mechanics, some of the decision making. And I'll put a link in the description to the full interview so you can check it out. And he also comments on specific cards in Darkness Ablaze. But there was one question here that I thought was really interesting. And this is what it says. Pokemon.com asked, how do you decide which cards get to be Pokemon VMAX? And put in parentheses, they don't seem to always correlate to Gigantamax Pokemon from the video games. And Mr. Nagashima replied saying, often we make that choice based on questions such as, what will be the most interesting for the metagame? What sort of worldview do we want to express with that series? And what Pokemon types do we want to feature in the product in question? Okay, so that's very typical marketing kind of, playability stuff. But then he goes on to say, we also actively look for Pokemon that might not have gotten full attention in the video game, but can be put to good use as a card and really shine. And I thought this was the greatest answer ever, because it shows that synergy between the VG and the TCG and how they can work together to promote Pokemon. So there's obviously some Pokemon that are featured constantly in the VG, and then it seems like there's some oddball Pokemon potentially that are being featured in the TCG. And you look at a card even like Poltegeist or something like that, it's you see that in the TCG, you don't really hear about too much in the VG. I just love this dynamic, and I thought that was really cool and revealing that the TCG is looking for for Pokemon that may not have had their moment in the video game, but have an opportunity in the TCG. I just thought that was really neat. That seemed
I really enjoy that.
Right? That's. I thought that was really cool.
Makes sense. I mean,
thing.
We don't see Eternatus VMAX getting the spotlight. It's just kind of like the end boss that you face, and that's that.
Yeah. I just think that it's cool that they look to all these different things, and I like the position of what sort of worldview do we want to express with that series. That's so weird. As you think of what Pokemon are going to be featured, that kind of really dictates the vibe, I guess, and the culture of the series. So I don't know, super interesting. I just thought that was really neat and definitely worth looking up. But I'll put the link in the description to the complete interview on Pokemon.com so you can check out all the other cool stuff that Mr. Nagashima had to say. It's very cool. Check it out. All right, Adam, it's TCG time. Yeah, I know you've been waiting.
We were just talking about TCG. It's been TCG time. Champion's Path. I'm excited for this set because on the Elite Trainer box, we see none other than a Charizard VMAX.
It's like how to sell Pokemon cards. Put Charizard on the box.
And make it hard to get. This kind of gives the vibes of like a Hidden Fates type set. But that Elite Trainer box also comes with a Charizard V full art. This is awesome. This is a special expansion. It's a limited release. So just like I said, just like Hidden Fates. Meaning the standalone boosters will not be available. You can't get this in a 36-pack booster box. It's only going to be in special boxes, special packages, pin box.
Collections and stuff, tins.
Basically, if you're not there when stores open to grab them, you probably won't see them because the
market on Hidden Fates, dude, it's crazy.
Right.
It's crazy, the demand.
It releases September 25th and will have just over 70 cards. You'll find 15 Pokemon V, 3 Pokemon V Max, which are going to be Dreadnought V Max. No, it's not Alcremie. Is it Alcremie?
Yeah, no, it's Dreadnought and Alcremie.
And the other one, I believe, is Gardevoir. I want to say it's Gardevoir. I think it's Gardevoir V Max. Yeah. And so those 3, and then it says 19 trainer cards, or 19 trainers, and a special energy card. The cards will feature recently discovered Pokemon in the Galar region. So again, the world view.
No, I like the fact that you have so many V and then a smaller amount of VMAX. And obviously, not a lot of people that don't follow the VMAX is like an evolution play on a V card. So if there's a VMAX, you need the corresponding V to be able to play that. So the 15 Pokemon V that are here are playable on their own. The 3 VMAX cards are only playable when you have the proper V to evolve them up to. So not only is it going to be rare to pull, but you still need other cards if you want to play them. So I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah, and I love the fact that it's a small set. It means you don't have much to collect, but the cards you're going to want to collect are probably the 71 out of 70, the 72 out of 70, the
hidden rares,
the secret rares,
secrets.
So the hyper rare Charizard, the full arts of all the other ones are like the hyper rares. Those are going to be the ones that you want to grab. Yeah. But pre-order this set. I kid you not, it will sell out.
It's pretty much already.
Pokemon knows what they're doing.
Like, I don't even think you can get pre-orders of it right now. I think pretty much everywhere is tapped
especially
out.
Yeah, the Elite Trainer box I know from GameStop you can't get because I tried again and they're like, nope, it's been closed off.
Well,
but I did pre-order 2 already.
Even TNComics.com that supplies special conditions with cards, I think they're out of their pre-orders.
And I haven't checked today, but I believe so. Last I checked, they were out, which is unfortunate. I mean, I'm sure once they get stock in, they'll be able to determine if they can throw up any more. So stay tuned to their page just to make sure.
What's an Elite Trainer box of Hidden Fates go for right now? Probably a lot, right?
Yeah, I think it's like 150.
Wow,
no, it's probably 200.
Jeez. The market is so crazy, man. The market is nuts. It's totally nuts. It's so cool, though.
It's pretty insane.
Wow. But both of us have Elite Trainer boxes pre-ordered through TN Comics, so I'm very excited to at least get my hands on one. And I like these limited sets as well. It's been a while since I've had a set that I've gone after completion. But, smaller sets like this make it a little bit more feasible, even though they're going to be harder to get in general. But I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait.
I'm thrilled.
I still haven't even opened my Darkness Ablaze Elite Trainer box, though.
You got to do that. You got to do that. Okay, and actually, I just looked on eBay. 225, 242,
no,
230.
What, for the Hidden Fates Elite Trainer box?
A sealed Hidden Fates Elite Trainer box.
Oh, dude.
So if you kept one, good on you.
That is insane. Wow. But I'd imagine that the Champion's Path is going to be somewhat similar to Hidden Fate's situation, so act accordingly. But, all right, let's. Why don't we take a little break before we watch our episode of the anime, and we got one little bit of miscellaneous news as well. But you ready to take a little break?
I'm ready. All
right, let's take a little break. When we come back, we'll watch our episode. But first, enjoy these wonderful, wonderful beats of sweet chiptune Pokemon remix goodness from GameChops. We'll be right back after this. And we are back from our break. Thank you so much for that. A little housekeeping to get through before we do our watch along. This podcast is powered by Patreon. Please check ours out over at patreon.com/Pokemon Professor, where you can support this show for as little as $1 a month. And that $1 will get you access to our patron-exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. And if Patreon isn't your thing, there's still a couple other ways you can help us out. If you're listening on YouTube, you can subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. If you're listening via a podcast service like Apple Podcasts, you can take a moment to leave us a review. Also, our merch store is available, PokemonProfessor.com/merch. Tons of stuff up there. And hoodies, t-shirts. We're going to have hats soon. We've got fanny packs. We've got masks, face masks,
coffee mugs,
pillows, tapestries, blankets, beach towels. It's good stuff. Phone cases. It's like Spaceballs, the merchandise. That's so funny. All right, let's. We have one little bit of miscellaneous news here, and I think this is an interesting one. Play Pokemon put out an official podcast, and my main feedback for this is that it's very much the ESPN of Pokemon coverage. It's super high production, high strategy, and very competitive, and it's a limited run of episodes only through like September 9th that they're just doing to help promote the Players Cup. But it's definitely awesome to see the Pokemon Company kind of embracing podcasting and dipping their toes into the water. But Adam, did you get a chance to listen?
I did.
It's pretty hardcore, right?
It really is. They kind of go over all the strategies, cheeky plays, and they talk about a lot of the abilities and stuff for VG. It is actually like really, really good.
But you can tell that it's
very like timed.
Oh,
like if they're not at this point.
And now back to you.
All right.
Thanks,
yeah,
Chip.
Yeah. We need to stop this right now and let's move into the next thing. And it's like, but I wanted to keep hearing more about the TCG.
No, it's very much not like anything else. Like I said, it does seem like you're watching Sports Center on ESPN. Like they talk about the players' names. Like I don't know these people. Like I want
Let's
to
cut
know
back
them.
to Anthony.
But like they talk about the competitors' names. They just start rattling them off, and it's just like all right, I don't know this French dude, but cool. I'll still listen. But no, I thought that was very cool, though. Super high production. The Play Pokemon podcast, just check it out. All right, we're ready to watch our Amazon Prime video here, the Stun Spore Detour. Original air date in Japan was August 26th, 1999, as episode 110, and is currently episode 106 in the U.S. lineup, which originally aired September 16th, 2000. If you're keeping score, this is Adventures in the Orange Islands episode 54, so this arc is coming to an end. We are very, very close, just a handful of episodes away now from the end of the Orange Islands, so I'm very excited about that. But Adam, if you are ready, we can get this show on the road.
I am ready, spaghetti.
All right, we're going to start this up, and as per usual, we'll be skipping the intro song and pick it up right when the episode comes in. So let's start this in 3, 2, 1, go. And the battle music. Hey, look, it's an island.
I like that the narrator said it's a tiny island, and it's a very big island.
We're really on a hot streak, Pikachu. We're so
We've
hot.
only done 4 gym battles. How do you want a hot streak? It's been like 100 years.
And the waves splash over them and get them soaked.
I don't
think I've ever seen a more beautiful Vileplume.
I was gonna say,
Tracy
that's a big,
tracing this Vileplume.
These petals are humongous.
Couldn't he get skunked, like blasted with, he's brave.
Hey,
At any
Tracy,
time.
Do you think you could help me with my training now? I'm kind of getting off to a
Like,
rocky
aren't
start.
like Vileplume and Gloom, the smell supposed to be like, oh no, oh this is bad, oh
They head first fall into Vileplume's top.
yeah, they're dead.
We're gonna go down to the beach
It like doesn't make sense.
It's like
is there
James
space in
getting
there?
eaten by Victory Bell.
happen to Ash?
Oh, they're all messed up.
What got you?
We both fell into a Vileplume's head.
You breathed in Stun Spore. Can't move. Oh no.
They were able to walk a little bit.
I'm sure it took a little bit for it to get into their bloodstream.
They need to carry around antidotes and stuff like a normal trainer in a game.
Well, Brock's not with them,
Yeah,
so
it's
he
Brock,
can't just
yeah.
make stuff, or he doesn't have super potions.
They have band-aids though.
Misty, use that Band-Aid.
I'll run and get some medicine at the nearest Pokemon Center.
Wait a minute.
Which happens to be 30 miles away on
She just looked at the map, and I thought Tracy was the only one that could figure out the map.
You're right, Pikachu.
Well, except when it's a Pokemon Center.
Ash and Tracy get better.
Yeah, just wait here.
No, Pikachu.
Oh,
And she's barefoot? I don't know if you noticed that.
yeah.
Misty.
She's relaxing in the cabin, dude.
But where'd this cabin come from?
Beavers down fast.
I don't know, but
Like,
there's
whose
rocks on the
cabin is
roof.
that? This whole cabin just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, but look at Misty. She's being so kind.
Hey, Misty.
Just relax, Tracy. Don't
It's
try
like
to talk.
you guys
We need
got
to rest.
stunned. You didn't
Go
get like
the Pokedex.
poisoned.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Maybe it can help us.
Oh man, yeah. She goes through his phone when he can't get to it.
Antidote info.
Right.
An effective
Oh,
sunspore antidote can be
pushes
made by
one
boiling
button.
the leaves of the Salveo weed.
I wonder where I find that.
Oh,
Go get
it's
the
not just a
Salveo.
Pokedex.
Salveo weed is found on clear lake bottoms wherever
It's
Vileplume
also
and Poliwag are also found in the
for
vicinity
like
of
foliage
this
and
land.
like leafage. Like,
Poliwag?
hey,
Find it, Misty.
here, this is info on all
Go
these
find
plants.
That Salveo weed.
Don't
The
worry, Tracy.
Salveo
I'll find
weed.
it no matter what. Let's go, Togepi.
Come on, Togepi, where are my shoes?
Pikachu, you better stay here and take care of
Pikachu,
Ash
you
and
don't have
Tracy while
shoes
we're
either.
gone.
You can't go.
He's like Pika.
Oh, cuts to Team Rocket in a tree.
A little higher.
It's like he's not even standing up straight. Just stand up straight.
And I
Have,
like
like,
it
another
because
foot.
how Meowth isn't even that heavy.
Could have just threw Meowth up in the tree.
Like if it was Jesse, I could understand him struggling.
I would take Arbok and throw it like a spear, like a javelin.
It wasn't easy, but we brung you the apple you wanted, Jess.
I think my fever's getting worse.
So Jesse's.
It gives my alabaster
Oh,
skin
does
such
she
a
have the
lovely
stun
crimson
spore
hue.
stuff too?
Ah, yes. Very beautiful.
She's holding a mirror
How come you
shakily,
were so
like,
particular about
I'm so
having a
beautiful.
bright red apple?
It's very simple.
What?
When I awaken from my fever dreams, I want to be able to gaze at something with skin that's even redder than
What is she talking about?
We almost broke our necks and you're gonna just look at it?
Meow, please don't
She's
let
she's
me.
absolutely crazy.
Not well, but if I had a pint
she is
of
playing the
boysenberry ice
sympathy
cream-
card
Well, look,
too
now she
hard
wants
here.
a pint of boysenberry stuff.
Jesse, I think you've blown this little temperature you're running.
She's
totally
crazy.
Out of proportion.
What if there's something terribly, terribly wrong with me?
There already is something wrong with you.
Beautiful things are very fragile.
You're evil.
Soon I may be gone with the wind, like that tender, lovely little leaf.
Jesse, all you
Dude,
did was
Jesse
sniff a little
is out of
Vileplume
it.
Stun Spore.
You just stuck your nose where it didn't belong.
Oh my goodness, this is great.
So how is it that she jumps into a field of flowers and, oh, nope, straight into a very large
I think
Vileplume
I think
hole.
the Vileplume is kind of looking for people to jump into it. How else does this happen?
Out of boiled salveo weed that he got from the lake on his estate. It cured me right away.
Oh, you couldn't have taken your little trip down memory lane any sooner.
She couldn't move for a second.
I know,
and
and now
then,
she's literally stomping James
Oh,
out.
I'm so weak.
I guess
She
we
jumps
better go
back in
get
the covers.
Jesse
I'm
some
so weak.
salvia weed.
So now everybody's looking. Oh, good thing she doesn't have shoes on.
And no sign of a...
No sign of the Salveo weed. You couldn't like ask
Let's
any
go
of your
someplace else.
water Pokemon to help.
right? Any of them.
Goldeen, look for
Goldeen,
this
Staryu,
Salveo weed.
Psyduck.
Pikachu.
Oh no, Pikachu.
I don't see why I couldn't wear my Team Rocket uniform. I feel like a clown in this getup.
It's so good.
Why
Why
do you
the
look like
nose
a
though?
clown?
Why the nose?
Well, Jesse get better, don't we? But if anybody saw Team Rocket splash,
If he didn't have the nose, he would look pretty normal.
That's why I swiped these disguises from the local costume shop.
Couldn't you have swiped something a little more flattering?
They
There's
look
a
like
local
normal
cop.
people.
I can hear
Except
Yeah,
for
there's
the
a
nose.
local
I'm not
cop.
a fashion
Oh
consultant.
my gosh.
Hey, what's that? It's a Poliwag.
Look, it's got a Salveo weed on its tail.
Grandpapa used a Poliwag to find the Salveo weed when I was Sunspored.
Yeah,
Don't
Grandpapa.
let it get away.
Victory Bell.
That was kind of a cool throw by James. It
Go after that pretty little Poliwag.
was like an underhand like spin. Dude, this Poliwag don't want none.
Well, at least that was pretty accurate.
Catch it, the old-fashioned
Yeah.
It used
way.
Water Gun, and Victory Bell blocked it with his leaf.
Yeah, that was
You're
cool.
not gonna get away from me.
Meowth, you need to use Payday. It's like half a basket.
And now that we know we can find the Salveo weed,
This
can we
poor
change out of these
little
costumes?
baby Poliwag.
Yapping and give me a hand with this Poliwag, will ya?
Why didn't he just grab it off of his tail? He just like sat there.
But like, doesn't Team Rocket have Pokeballs?
We've
They always
just
try to
thought
capture
about
Pokemon like
No.
not in a
Calabash
Pokeball,
and Tracy. A Poliwag?
right? They're always trying to put it in like a cage or something.
Poliwag. the
Dude, she
tadpole.
still has Ash's
It
Pokedex.
has no arms, but its tail makes it a strong swimmer.
Poliwag.
Poliwag can help us find the Salveo weed.
He's like, I got some right here.
Well, look
Good thing
who
she
it
brought her
is.
shoes.
Rocket.
All right, kid, hand over that Poliwag.
Huh? Poliwag doesn't want to go with you two.
Does this mean that
Do it
Misty's gonna get a Poliwag at the end of the episode?
She better.
Look, you just see Togepi's face. It was like, ah. I hope they show Togepi's face again. Hold on, please go back to it. Come on.
It's Tentacruel.
It's not Tentacool. Come on, go back to Togepi. Go back to Togepi. Give me that Togepi face. Oh, we're not gonna show it.
You got the side
I
view.
know.
Think we can take her in a battle, don't you?
I do.
Give us that Poliwag now.
What are you gonna do, Meow? Look, there you go. There goes Shock Face.
Victory Bell. Go.
Goldeen, go!
Goldeen? What?
Goldeen can't fight on land.
Now.
Oh yeah, look at it swim around. These
Yeah, I was just gonna
razor
say
leaves.
it just flies.
After it.
Goldeen, stop it with your horn attack!
Oh, Goldeen with the connection. Get some.
Fury attack, Goldeen!
Goldeen is basically juggling Victory Bell from the water. Yeah, return that Victory Bell.
Great job, Goldeen!
That was
Just
awesome.
Team Rocket by water Pokemon are my favorites.
Now go swim down and find some of this flower root stuff.
Bring that Victory Bell to battle. It looked like a punching bag out there.
It could use some work. Next, I choose you, Weezing.
I like the throw animations are cool in this episode.
Staryu!
They're different, right?
Yeah, different stances.
Yeah.
Weezing, tackle attack now.
I love the side-by-side stuff. Ooh.
Smog attack.
It's been a while since we've had like a proper team Team Rocket battle like this. This is cool. These Team Rocket Pokemon are getting blasted off, though, at a blistering pace.
How did her leg bend like that?
Start, return now.
Look at
See,
Misty with 2
this
Pokeballs in her
animation
hands.
just
It's awesome. Yeah, Psyduck, get it.
Scratch attack on for size.
Oh, ouch. Oh, Psyduck, let me see those eyes glow.
Jeez, Meowth uses Scratch and then Bite.
Literally biting his head. Yes. Yes.
Oh, you've unlocked the third eye.
Yo, Psyduck is the best. He's like, what happened?
You see what happens when you use your headache?
He's like, yeah, but look at my face. It's completely scratched up.
But I like how she said that because it was kind of like the play on words. See what happens when you use your head?
Yep.
Well, now what are we gonna do?
But she said
That Goyle
head
has the
ache.
Poliwag and the Salveo weed. If we go back without it, Jessie'll be sick of us.
Yeah.
You'd think these kids today would have something on their minds besides Pokemon.
How long is Stun Spore supposed to last on
You
humans?
just gave me an idea.
I don't know. These are facts we need to learn.
I always bring a little Pokemon cream along.
What is this? Why does she have Pokemon cream but not the stuff for Stun Spore?
Togepi's just tickled to have you with us.
Oh, good one.
Go get me some
I've got
Salveo
an
weed.
important question to ask you. Do you know where I can find some Salveo weed? Here, look. It grows on lake bottoms.
He knows to look at the little window in the Pokedex. Here you go. Have some
Is there any more
Salveo weed.
Salveo weed growing on the bottom of that lake, Poliwag? Let's go, Staryu!
See, now you're talking. Now you're using your smarts, Misty. Like, do that from the beginning. Look at that. Jackpot.
Now she keeps picking these, and these seem really hard to get out. You know, you see Poliwag struggle with it, and she's just sitting there smiling underwater.
This'll be more
I
can
thought
breathe for
that
hours.
pause.
We have to
Well, I thought
hurry
that
back to
pause
the
was going to be
Garage
like a
Tracy. Thanks
I
for
gotta
your
go up for air.
info.
But nope, it just cut.
She's good.
Huh? We'd like to stay and play, but our friends are sick. This
Well,
plant will help them get better.
don't you
And
want a
after
new
class,
Pokemon,
maybe
Misty?
We can come back here and see you again.
Yeah, right? Why aren't
It's
you?
like,
Well,
it's
she doesn't
giving
have a
her
red
all the
bag.
signs.
Unless you'd like to come along with Togepi
Wait,
and me
hold
and
up.
meet our
She
friends
doesn't have a
now.
red bag. Where's she keeping all these Pokeballs?
They're miniaturized
Real
in her
talk.
butt pocket.
Okay, I'll believe it when I
As
see
soon
it.
as Ash and Tracy get
They're in her
better,
pocket.
I'll introduce you to
I can't see
Pikachu
'em.
and Squirtle and
They're in-
Psyduck and
stuffed in her
Lapras.
sneakers.
Just as I suspected. That kid's got the Poliwag and a crop of Salveo weed.
But you won't have either.
Dude,
once
Jessie
she
and
starts to
Meowth
sample the
are on a
goodies
mission.
we've got in store for her.
I mean,
She
James
should
and
be
Meowth are on a
making
mission.
pit stop any time now.
Yeah.
Who would have left this fancy tea set right in the road? And all this makeup! I have to get back and help the guys.
Good job, Misty. Good
Her
job.
morals are kicking in. And I like these little breaks. There's
Yeah,
like a
they're
Squirtle.
But we can't stop and eat because they're waiting for us. But
The
these
Psyduck one is so
whoever
good.
uses this road has very good taste.
The props. The Team Rocket props are the greatest thing in the world, though.
Gibbs, we put out everything a Goyle should want, and she didn't fall for any of it.
I think it was a big mistake to base our choices on what Jessie would have stopped for.
You see?
Maybe
Now
the
you're
kids saw
thinking.
through our little scheme this time, but next time we'll disguise our plan a whole lot better.
It's like, dude, just go in the water. If you know it grows underwater, like...
Ben and Ash and
Yeah, they just saw them at the lake. You know, using common sense. Where'd they get it? Oh, it must have been close by.
by any chance be something called Salveo?
Salveo weed?
It's just that my baby inhaled fire bloom.
Baby Meowth is always the greatest.
wow, that's terrible.
My poor precious honey child hasn't been able to move even
My
one
poor
little
precious
Honey
honey child.
What?
But the worst of all is my sweet pea can't smile. Oh, if I could only find a hunk of that Salveo weed, I'd borrow
This is
it
one
off
of
my precious
one
angel
of
to
James'
take me
best
down and I could see
like
that sky
costumes.
once
This is very
more.
convincing.
That's
Usually,
the
like, you know
saddest
it's
story I
James.
ever heard. We
This
got
is
Even
pretty good.
Meowth is convinced.
Help that baby.
I know,
My
right?
baby. Sounds like meow.
Well, at least I fooled you.
That's because you're a fool.
Lady or not better make it double.
To protect the world from devastation.
To unite all people.
I like how
within our
Meowth takes
nation.
Jesse's lines.
Of truth and love.
To extend our reach to the stars above.
Meow!
And I'm...
Wipes the
I
makeup
love that.
off.
James pauses and he's like, "Oh, I have makeup on." Wipes it off and then he's like,
Dude,
then
the galaxy
continues.
behind them, they're so good. She's in the dress.
Recover from some stun spore and we're
I
gonna
love
do
his
whatever
stance.
it takes to get it.
So serious. Didn't Weezing just get its butt whipped? Like, literally,
It,
like
it
5
got
minutes
blasted
ago?
off, and I didn't see it go back into a Pokeball. But apparently it did.
Slap attack is amazing.
Slap attack. Dude,
that scene reminds me
that's
of-
legit.
That was great, Poliwag.
What the 5 fingers say to the face? Slap.
Now how are we gonna help Jesse?
Beats me.
Go in the water, you lazy bums.
Oh, and look what was left.
It's Salveo weed.
That Goyle must have left it for us.
I know
That
they
girl,
wanted
like
to
they don't know her
Yeah,
name's
exactly.
Misty.
try to help Jesse, so I think they deserve a break. For
We've only
once.
been battling
Don't
you for an entire
And after all we
8,
done to her,
9,
I
10,
must
like
admit
12
that little
badges.
redhead is as good as gold.
Your entire journey.
But you see here, like, she left the Salveo weed for them on purpose. They recognize it, and they're like, we're so mean, and she still helped us. Cool little character development there. All right, now what do you have to do with the Salveo weed? You got to cook it? You make a soup?
No, it's a tea.
Dude,
thing
Stun
she's
Spore is
blowing on.
strong.
Yourself. Thank
She
you.
just dumps it right on his eyes. Ah!
It's hot.
I knew I could count on you.
Tracy, can you stop talking like that?
Yes,
Come
thank
on,
you.
hurry, 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 hurry.
We're boiling as fast as we
The
can.
least you could do, Jesse, is be a little bit more appreciative.
No, I do appreciate what
Jesse,
you're
be
doing.
appreciative.
But do it faster now.
Oh, I love those Togepi's.
Oh, I'm me again.
That cutscene was awesome.
That
Zoe
whiny
2 Dots
bitch
needs
must
to
be
use that.
looking for Salveo weed by herself because the other 2 twerps are sick. So this is the perfect time to attack them. Go!
They're not going to be sick. They're healed
Wasting
too.
Valuable time. But if we move fast, maybe we can triple team the girl and capture Pikachu.
But, Jesse,
You see that now they're
I
having
can see that you two are
second
totally
feelings
lost
because,
without me.
you know, Misty was the one that helped.
I can't believe she wants to attack one of the
Help
kids
them help
responsible for
Jesse.
helping her get well.
That's Jesse, keeping up the old Team Rocket tradition.
Yay, they're better.
Feel just fine.
Oh, there you
Dude,
go.
that was
Arbok like a
awesome.
spear.
I was
Yes,
not
and I
expecting
imagine
that.
Stunned to battle. That's what you think.
And how can Arbok fly, first off? Because he was just
He was thrown
just
like a
floating in the air.
spear, like I said earlier. That's what I would have done. Just throw him like
Stick attack.
literally like an arrow.
Come on, Arbok. What's the matter with you? We have to beat those kids.
Dude,
Wanna crawl
Jesse
over
is
this rock?
crazy
Why aren't you two helping me out here?
because they're friendly.
Pikachu, Thundershock.
That's awesome that they don't want to get involved because like they think that they're good
I
people
know.
now.
Oh, that little sequence was awesome. That little animation sequence. It's like Arbok getting like electrocuted, flying back towards Jesse, and then ultimately taking into Jesse and like
I think what you
electrocuting
really
her.
need,
It
Jesse,
was
is
so
something
cool.
that'll cure a terminal case of ingratitude.
Thanks again. We're
Put it back in the Pokeball. They got blasted off 3 times, sort of, this episode.
It looks like everybody recovered from the Stun Spore. Yeah.
But Jesse is now paralyzed.
Yes.
We owe it all to you, Misty. We owe it all to Poliwag.
To Slappy McSlapperson.
effort. It sure was, wasn't it?
And you two make a great team.
Yeah. And great friends, too.
Hey, did you just poke its eyeball?
I know, right?
From Team Rocket, Misty has won a new friend and a new Pokemon, and her dedication to helping Ash and Tracy.
Okay, so
has
she wins a
earned
new
their
Pokemon or
gratitude.
gets a new
Thanks,
Pokemon.
Misty.
Did she
Thanks
have a
for helping
Pokeball
me
to catch
being
it?
super nice
Well,
when I was sick.
that's the
Don't
interesting
get used
part,
to it.
because she doesn't have a Pokeball for Togepi. That still means Togepi is hers, though.
And so,
Yeah, but where's
with
Poliwag?
renewed strength in body and spirit,
They're all
in
Ash
Lapras.
and his
It's in the
friends
bag.
head
It's
for
in the
the
bag.
Orange League and the challenges that await them there.
It's in a shoe.
All right, so we have another episode with no league battle. We've got another episode with weird backstory and more development of Meowth and James, which is cool. But what'd you think overall, considering this was another one of those kind of just like standalone little tangents?
It was a character development episode for sure. I really enjoyed getting more out of James and Meowth.
Right?
And them recognizing how nice Misty is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the episode, but I think it's like a very unrealistic episode.
No,
it just doesn't make sense. Like, where's this cabin coming from? It's not a tiny island. How did 3 people fall into the Vileplume?
Yeah, what happened to the Vileplume?
Yeah, where's the Vileplume?
That Vileplume needs to be sedated. Keep stun sporing all the humans. But no, that was. I thought it was a good episode. You know, I'm just. I don't know. Without sounding too much of a drag, I just want the Orange Islands to be wrapped up so we can get back on track. But all right, man, we got boosters. You got boosters, right?
I got a booster. I got a Sword and Shield
all right,
booster.
I have a Hidden Fates booster, and I have a feeling there's going to be a Charizard in here. So,
all right, there better be. I told you that if you open a Charizard, that's what we need.
All right, let's see. Metal Energy. Pokemon Center Lady, Scyther, Metapod, Slowpoke, Pikachu, Charmander, Voltorb, Coughing, and I have a Sill Valley GX full art.
What?
And Kangaskhan is
awesome.
the rare.
That's
So
like a
Sill
really
Valley
rare one.
GX is pretty hot.
And that's a shiny,
this
right?
is a shiny, yes.
Ooh. Not that it couldn't be, but yeah. That's awesome.
Yes, good looking card.
That's still
very
a
good
shiny
looking
I don't
card.
have.
Very good looking hologram. I will get a picture of this up on Instagram so you can check it out. All right, Adam, let's see if you can top this.
All right, I didn't look at the code because I don't want to be disappointed or too excited. All right, Psychic Energy, Hop. What is that? A Dodler, a Hitmonchan, a Choodle, a Rhyhorn, a Rookidee, Krabby, a Grookey. My reverse holo is a Dreadnought, and my rare is a Cramorant.
All right, well,
Womp, womp.
I got the goods this time.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
man.
it's a good.
That's
it
a really
is
good pull.
good looking card, I have to say. I will send you a picture, but yeah, I'll put this up on Instagram, so definitely check that out. But everyone else, thank you so much for checking out the podcast. We really do appreciate it. Please check out GottaWatchEmAll.com for everything that's going on at the show, PokemonProfessor.com for everything that's going on at the network. You can email us, info@GottaWatchEmAll.com. You can leave us a text or a voicemail or a picture, 732-835-8639. Please connect with us on social media and check out our merch store at PokemonProfessor.com/merch. All right, Adam, if you don't have anything else, that's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
All right, remember trainers, if you can't be out there catching them all, just hang out with us and watch them all. We'll see you next week.